Hey there, folks. Hey, folks, this is Granville Mullings, Jr., drummer, composer, thingamaguy. I'm that guy. I'm out here working on my accelerated challenge experiment. It's called Break Out the Box, right? And I'm going to be sitting with a bunch of drummers. We're going to be sitting in community for a little bit. If you didn't get a chance to sign up, sorry. But maybe I'll do it again and you can do it again. So testing it out really just to see how I can launch it most effectively. So it'll be available. It'll be available for you later. But right now it's just not. And I wanted to give you a little bit of the behind the scenes to see what I'm doing in preparation for that. So let's check out a couple of things. Where should I start? Well, let's see. Let's start with the drums. This is the drum setup for it. I mean, my drums are kind of always set up for recording and stuff, and this looks crazy massive. And yeah, this is not necessarily concerned because this is the view when you're in the room, right? This is kind of my laboratory. But I have an overhead camera happening up there. And I also have a camera down here for the feet so folks can see. And then I've got a camera on my computer. Can you see that? So kind of blended in. A camera on computer there that helps me do this stuff. This session is gonna be some music I'm gonna throw in that first video I might play against. So you might hear that in a second. Yeah, that's more or less all I had to tell you about that. The premise of the challenge is really just to kind of get musicians in gear for playing and learning. So the focus isn't necessarily licks, although, you know, there are licks and grooves and things that are going to be involved in this. But the main objective is going to be how to learn something, how to train your body to play something. Because something I've been experiencing a lot with my students is that while they understand what I am asking them to play, if I ask them to play it for a period of time, there's always some measure of fatigue. You know, they can't hold the groove together, or, you know, those kinds of things. And a lot of that is just body development, muscle development, and just, you know, being able to, you know, so being able to practice well. That's what I'll say. It's being able to practice well. So the focus is really going to be building a healthy and manageable practice routine that, you know, cats can keep up with. You know, I know firsthand that challenge. You know, I have 2 lovely children and a beautiful wife, and it is challenging to do anything in this lovely office of mine without interruption. So I found a few ways to be creative with my practice. But I mean, I do find that the other thing is I find the time. But that's more so because of the relationship I have with music. But some of that I had to teach myself. So I've been teaching myself over the years how to prioritize getting into a practice space, and then how to be efficient when I'm in that practice space. So I don't come into the practice room space and essentially kind of waste time and then walk out and be like, what did I even do? Did I learn anything? Like, is that gonna help me? You know, so, you know, you can kind of kick out a lot of those questions. But let's take a look at some of these angles. You get the behind the scenes look. So this is kind of what it looks like in the space. For teaching, I'm trying to fine tune a lot of the little different things about the room. My room is a little chaotic. I don't know if this backdrop is too distracting. I mean, let me know. Comment. Let me know. Is this too distracting? You know, like, what's going on? And yeah, but this is essentially my teaching space. Now, I've been doing this for a number of years. I've been doing this for quite a while. teaching online lessons all across the country and also, around the world through online portal, which has been great. I've had students in studio, but a lot of my students have been online for a while. So this has actually been quite the amazing journey. And I'm just trying to level that up a little bit by offering people something a little cool, like, one, getting your stuff together, two, putting people in a nice community of others so that they can talk, because the community part is important. Connecting with other musicians is always important, and letting mentorship work in a lot of different ways, and it's great for learning. So cool. So this is my view if we're face to face on the camera. Let's check out my other views if we're, let's say, doing the overhead thing. This is my overhead view, and as you can see, it can look a little manic, but I'm gonna go sit over there just so you can see where I'm at. This is the space. It's just. Let's take a look at what it looks like from the third camera angle. And we'll do a little switch this way. We don't have to get all the way up. Do it. 1, 2, 3. This is my feet angle. Right. So that's going to be one of the foot angles. I'm probably going to add one more foot angle to that so that I can see, so that I can have both cameras recording at the same time. Because the plan is to record some of it, get this overhead shot, get the foot angle shot, but then, have just a couple of other options. I probably need a face-forward camera if I'm discussing things, but, I'm gonna make it happen with what I got. All right, let's move back over. All right, so I'm gonna make it work with what I got. All I've got is my little camera phone, my little Zoom cams, which weren't that expensive. We could talk about that. I bought them a while ago. They're probably like $10 a piece. These cameras. And they work really well. They've been working really well over the past few years. I bought them on Amazon. If I can find a link, I'll drop it below so you can check it out. And yeah. What else do I want to show you? Oh, let's take a look at this track that I'm putting together that you're going to hear in the background, and I might play along to. Let's check that out. That's my face. So here is the track, and I've just been kind of putting some ideas together. I played in a couple of keyboard parts and some bass lines, add a little. So it's a very spare. It's really just meant to be background music. It's not supposed to be too much. I haven't mixed it or anything, but let's hear what it sounds like before I add drums, like drums. There's a little bit of drum layers in there, maybe like a little some snare samples and some kick samples in there. So let's hear it. Yeah, so that's all you're gonna get of that. It's like, I also have, let's see, there's a bridge section. Yeah, I'm excited about this. This is gonna be cool. So let's play some drums against this and add it into this whole video thing, and let's see what we got. We can do a proper sound check. I'm also going to record the drums into this track just so that I have it. And yeah, let's try for a couple cycles. Let's see what we can do. All right, I played some real human stuff on the drums against that track, just so you can hear what the drums are going to sound like. I didn't add any. Yeah, there's nothing on the drums. There's stuff on the theme music, you know, but the drums have like no EQ. They've just been, you know, put the volume for presentation, but that's it. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Are the drums gonna work? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Play on, y'all. I'll see you later.